All right, guys. So, I mean, no one has been able to three-peat twice, but records are meant to be broken, right? We're seeing that happen right before our eyes, often, right? We just saw Ray Allen get passed up a few days ago, which brings me to my next topic, and that's James Harden. So, and let me start off with this. Congratulations, James Harden. You passed Ray Allen, second most three-pointers made in NBA history. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. James Harden is a serial loser and a con artist. I promise you, James Harden has already planned his exit speech for 2025 after he's eliminated from the playoffs. I promise you that James Harden has it all prepared. It will sound something like this. You know, guys were injured. Kawhi's in and out of the lineup. We just couldn't stay healthy. And, I show up to the NBA with a dad bod completely out of shape, but give me max dollars and trade me wherever I want to go because I'm a fat sack of molasses that prefers strip clubs and, partying and dates with little baby instead of winning titles and playing good basketball. So James Harden, he talks about how he feels and he reacts to passing up Ray Allen. And, I want to play that soundbite for you guys.
Unbelievable accomplishment, just testament to the amount of work that I've been putting in. As I get older and just chip away at unbelievable career, start to accomplish things like that. So I don't never want to take it for granted. You know what I mean? I just want to give motivation to the youth and every other person that's chasing a dream to play professional basketball or whatever it is. So it's an honor.
And then I don't know if you saw it, but KD had a message for you that the Clippers posted on their socials. It was just a little video that they put together of him. He had the first assist to your first three-point basket, and he just talked about how inspiring your career has been, the things that you've accomplished. Just when you think back on – he did actually, yeah. I'll take a look at it afterwards. But when you look back on coming in the league with him, Russ, and the fact that you guys – all became MVPs and are still here doing it. Just what comes to mind?
Longevity, man. Just they set the blueprint. When I got there, they already had the blueprint of how to work. How to be a professional in this league. And so all I did was just fall right on line. You know what I mean? And to where it's like every single day you work your butt off. You listen to the coaches and figure out how to play well every single night. And those 3 years, really helped me in my NBA career because it just gave me a ground base to where I can go off of it from that point on. I was so comfortable and confident in myself. So when I got traded to Houston, I just knew I was going to be successful. You know what I mean? Because I learned how to work at a young age. So, shout out to KD, shout out to Russ, and the entire Oklahoma City organization for, that ground building that they gave me. I mean, I'm one of the most confident, guys that we have in this league. But now I probably won't get that. And I don't think anybody would, honestly, just because. And started and he just, I don't know, man. He can shoot the shit out the ball. And granted, a lot of these guys are on that list for catch and shoot players, right? So they came off pin downs, they were spot shots or whatnot. Now in the games evolved, guys like Steph is coming off pin downs, he's creating off ISOs, he's coming off pick and roll. So many different variables to be able to shoot the three and make shots and do it at an efficient high level. So somebody has to have an unbelievable career to shoot the ball well and make a lot of threes. And I mean, if it happens, it's gonna be when we're not here anymore. So that'd be gotta be in there for a minute.
Oh man. James Harden, he is just a mess in my opinion. My gosh. He kept saying incredible career over and over and over again. I thought that that was such a joke. Incredible career? Really, James Harden? Incredible career. Interesting. Very interesting. So James Harden's career was so incredible. He said that he knew that he was going to be a success. He just knew that he was going to be a success. How did you know that, James Harden? How? I'm really curious. How'd you know that you were going to be a success in Houston? You knew that you were going to be a success even though you didn't win anything. Isn't that really like, how was that a success? You didn't win. So that just goes to show you guys what players today think success is, how they measure it. They don't measure it by winning. And James Harden didn't have like a bad career with the Rockets. But to say that he had an incredibly successful career because he has the most three-point shots made, it's a little bit offensive, in my opinion. I think it's a joke to say something like that when you've never won anything. You didn't win with OKC, and yes, he was a six-man. Then he goes to the Rockets. He doesn't win. He had a great team there. Chris Paul. Like, so how many pieces did he need? He almost beat the Warriors, right? But it didn't happen. And we know what happened in that closeout game. What typically happens to James Harden in closeout games. He goes to the Nets. He quits on Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and leaves. Breaks up that trio that could have been really good. I'm not going to say it was all his fault. Then he goes to Philadelphia, okay, a team that he supposedly wanted to go to play with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. How do you mess that chicken up? How do you fumble that bag? Make it make sense. Why did he quit on that team? You want to blame it on Daryl Morey? Daryl Morey didn't want to pay you? For what? What are we paying you for? James Harden planned his exit speech that year before he even got there. He planned to be a failure with Joel Embiid. That postseason was one of the most disgusting playoff performances that I've ever seen from Joel Embiid and James Harden. They were both a complete no-show, turning the ball over with abandon, playing like pure shit. They should both be ashamed of themselves for that series, but James Harden in particular, because he just never has anything to prove. He never has a moment where he's locked in and ready to win. That's never James Harden. He's a disappointment. The audacity. You've quit on every team that you've played for. He said no one will break his record. So you mean to tell me that a guy who shows up looking crazy as hell to the NBA is going to hold a record for a long time in a metric that everyone is playing towards? Anthony Edwards could beat it. Luka Doncic can probably beat it. For Harden to shout out longevity is disgusting to me. He should never compare himself to LeBron James. Never. Someone who actually takes care of their body, someone who comes and shows up to the NBA looking like an NBA player. James Harden looks like a dad bod. He doesn't look like an NBA player. He doesn't look like he belongs on anybody's team. He's not the picture of longevity. Don't you dare, James Harden. You are the picture of someone who shouldn't have a job and should be out of the league. I am disgusted with James Harden in this record. He is not a better shooter than Ray Allen. I would never give him the ball. I would never give him the ball when I need to win. I'm going to give the ball to Ray Allen, someone with 2 titles, a proven winner. I'm not giving the ball to a guy who prefers to be on dates with Little Baby and strip clubs instead of finding ways to win. James Harden is so disappointing to me. How many great teams has he been on? And he's had nothing but excuses. He's one of the most excuse-driven players I've ever watched. He's one of the biggest scammers in NBA history. He'll be stealing money for years to come because that longevity speech was just about that. It was just about him campaigning for bigger contracts in the years to come. But what do you guys think? Is Harden a better shooter than Ray Allen? Without Adam Silver allowing James Harden to travel, I don't think he would have reached I don't think that he would have reached this record if Adam Silver wasn't allowing him to travel with the ball. I don't think that he would have reached top 20 in 3-pointers made if Adam Silver wasn't allowing him to travel with the ball. The NBA is just doing a really bad job right now. They're doing real bad. When James Harden, a serial loser, is able to climb past Ray Allen, all because the NBA allows traveling, because they think that that will make the game more exciting to watch. Yet no one's fucking watching. Isn't that interesting?